Hello friends, this is Anil Raj. Welcome to Engineering Mechanics class. In the previous classes, we have seen some of the basic formulas and definitions, as well as we have seen some of the tabular columns in the previous one, and how to solve the problems and what are the techniques which we have seen in the earlier classes. And today's class we are going to see forces and its moments. Forces and moments. So before going to forces and moments, so we have to know what is scalar quantity and what is vector quantity. The physical quantities that are derived by only by its magnitude is called as a scalar quantity. Examples are length, mass, time, speed, etc. will comes under scalar quantities. And whereas vector quantities, the physical quantities that are derived by its magnitude and direction is called as vector quantity. Examples are force, displacement, velocity, acceleration, etc. So let me tell you a small example. For example, a person from his house, he is going to some other place. Actually, he has to travel 50 kilometers. So this is a scalar quantity, because here I am mentioning only 50 kilometers, but I am not mentioning in which direction he has to go, whether it is east, west, north or south. So I am not mentioning this. So this comes under scalar quantity. But when I mentioned the same person has to go 50 kilometers from his house to the direction of west, this termed as vector quantities. And similarly, a car is traveling at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. So this is a scalar quantity. Where the car is traveling and what distance it is traveling is not given. So it is termed as scalar quantity. If I say the car has to go from east to west at a distance of 20 kilometers per hour, this is termed as vector quantities. So these are the small major difference between the scalar quantities and vector quantities, and let us see some of the basic terms which are used in engineering mechanics. Those are, first one is force, and next is magnitude, and next is point of displacement, and next is direction, and next is nature, and the last one is system of forces. So we will see in brief regarding this, and let us discuss about force. Force, it is an action that tends to change the position of a rest body. It is an action that tends to change the position of a rest body is called as force. Force is nothing but mass into accelerations. So let us see some examples. Opening the door, riding a bicycle, and lifting the objects will all comes under force. Yes, by applying the force you are changing its position. And next, what is the force? That may be of any types. For example, there is a ball which is in the rest position, you have to transfer this ball to your friend in your opposite direction. So here you are applying the force on the ball by kicking the ball to his side. So here kicking is nothing but your force. And similarly, a person who is there has to move the desk. He is moving the desk from A point to B point. Here he has to apply the pushing forces. By applying the pushing forces, he can move the desk from A to B point, and after reaching the B point, he is lifting some objects on the desks. So here lifting is the force which came. And now let's go for magnitude. What is magnitude? It is a physical quantity which consists of a number. For example, in this diagram here, 10 newtons indicates magnitude to us. Magnitude is nothing but only simple a number. That may be 100, that may be 200, that may be 10, that may be 1. The number indicates magnitude. And next, point of application. Point of application in the sense, in this diagram, it shows, see here the point of application it is acting, it means where the point is exactly going to be act on the body. And next is direction. Direction indicates whether that may be left, right, up or down. This may be of different directions. Due to the applications of load, the object will change its positions. And next is nature. Nature indicates, in this diagram you are having a arrow mark, the head of the arrow mark is showing that this is moving in this direction, and if this arrow mark is at that side, then the object is going to move in that directions, right? So with this figure we can clearly know what is magnitude, what is point of application, direction and nature. By this you can clearly come to know all the magnitude and directions and everything. In the next class we are going to deal with the system of forces. Thank you.